Hey guys, so I'm actually going to be doing sort of like a second impressions video. So with a bunch of hauls and recent purchases that I've done, I've tested out a lot of makeup for you guys. But the thing is, when you have that much new makeup, I tend to keep trying new things, and I'm not really like reusing and retrying things. So if I have like a bad impression, I don't go back for it. And I think it's important to try things again because you may have a second, like a different opinion the second time around. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. So if you guys are interested to see the products that I'm trying out, my second thoughts on them, then keep on watching. So I did a first impressions review on the Ordinary High Coverage Foundation, and I just love it. So I want to try it again because I honestly haven't had a chance to try it again since that video, just to see if I still feel the same way. And because I know that this is a little bit yellow and a little bit dark on me, I am going to use just a few of the Body Shop Lightning Drops. So that is all blended out. It is still a little bit yellow, a little bit dark, but once I finished my face, it actually matched pretty well. So we'll see, hopefully I can achieve the same thing with the different products that I'm using today. So for concealer, I actually don't have a second impression concealer, so I'm just going to go in quickly with my Age Rewind. So the powder that I'm going to be using is the e.l.f. finishing powder, and this is in the shade Light Medium, and I only used this in the first impression video that I featured this in, so I'm just going to use this all over my entire face. There isn't really a reason why I haven't been using this. I guess basically it's because I'm so obsessed with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Finishing Powder, and it's just more getting in the habit of trying the new products over and over and not just sticking with your favorites. So next I'm going to go in with a product I actually recently featured. This is the Rimmel Insta Duo Contour Stick in the shade Light. So this was my sort of dupe for the Kim Kardashian West Beauty Contour Sticks. I tested it out and I'd actually really liked it. I still get nervous about using it just because cream products are very new to me. I'm not very comfortable using them, but I think that's a good reason to try it out again. Last time I used it, I didn't really have a ton of foundation or anything on, so I think this would be a good time to retry it and see if it moves my foundation around. So that is still blending out really, really well. For a beginner like me with this type of product, I mean, I really like this. It's so easy. I would highly recommend this to someone who wants to maybe try those Kim Kardashian contour stick products but doesn't want to spend the money, or just to try a cream contour in general. That was so quick and easy, and I don't think it smudged out my foundation at all. I'm going to be trying for the second time the Maybelline Fit Me Set and Smooth setting powder. So I kind of felt like this was really patchy and wasn't a huge fan of the way this blended out. One thing to keep in mind though, I bought this to be a bronzer because when I did my one brand for tutorial with Maybelline, drugstore had zero Maybelline bronzers. But I thought this would be perfect, so that, again, this was in the shade Coconut. So I do feel like that did a bit of a better job this time around. I could have just gone in with too heavy of a hand. So next I want to go back in with the Maybelline Master Blush Palette. So I didn't really have any negative thoughts on this. It's just that I have not used it since. I'm going to try this very dark shade, but I'm going to go in with a light hand. I think that shade is just not good for me. I'm going to go over it a little bit with that e.l.f. powder again to try to neutralize it a little bit. I'm going to go into this e.l.f. palette, which is sort of like a face palette. It's got, oh my gosh, a bunch of bronzers and some shimmer shades in here. So I'm actually going to try this. I believe it's supposed to be a highlight. For some reason, I thought this was going to be really chalky. I have no idea why. I definitely couldn't wear this if I was more fair. Not so much too dark, but it's very golden. So I think for someone who's fair, it may not be the most complimenting. It may show up too much. So I'm just doing my nose. It's even on my nose. So, you know when the light hits it, how you see it, but then as soon as the light's not hitting it, it actually now looks dark, so you don't see the shimmer. Oh my goodness. I'm actually going to go over with the highlight in the blush palette to try to fix that. Oh my god, that's way too much. Alright, so again, I'm going to try to go over that with e.l.f. powder. Okay, lesson learned. Do not use those on your nose. We will go right into the eyes. So the palette that I want to try out for a second time is the Maybelline Rock Nudes palette. So if you saw my one brand tutorial from Maybelline, you saw me test this palette out and I just was not impressed. So I'm not even sure really why I'm testing it out again, but I'm going to because I think that I should. I'm gonna mix actually this very, very light shade with this purple. This shade doesn't show up and this purple is pretty dark. Mixing those two to get sort of a transition shade. I also, in that video, if you saw, I found them kind of patchy and difficult to blend. I mean, I do think it's blending out a little better this time around, I will say that. Oh, I mean, I may as well fool around with one of these more fun shades like this gold. I just am scared. So it's gold, but it has like, look how dark that looks. It's almost like black gold. Maybe this won't look so good on, whatever, let's see. I feel like the gold is barely coming off. It almost just looks like I applied a really dark shadow. I mean, I guess it isn't terrible. I just thought it was going to be a little bit more gold than that like dark color that kind of went on there. Not a huge fan of the color selection. Not a huge fan of these shadows. I'm going to put this one in my inner corner, just with my finger again. I mean, that wasn't terrible. I feel like the sparkle looks so, like it shows up so much in the pan, but on my swatches and on my eye, maybe I need to do a third impression. Maybe this is going to join the box of products that I'm getting rid of. I don't know. I am so scared to do this. So if you saw my one brand tutorial on e.l.f. Cosmetics, you would see me have the worst experience ever that I've literally ever had with a mascara. But I feel like maybe I should give it a second shot. I don't know. I hope I don't regret this because otherwise if I have the same experience I did in that video, I'm literally going to be taking off all my eye makeup because it was so bad. I don't know about you. So the thing with this mascara is it literally does nothing for your lashes except for make them black, at least. Yeah, considering this is called the Volume Plumping Mascara, I'm not seeing it. Definitely sticky. I don't think it's quite as bad as the first time, but with one coat, like, I don't know if you guys will agree with me, but my lashes look like most mascaras that I use. Even with one coat, you will see something, and I feel like this doesn't really do anything. Oh my god, see, here it goes. I'm blinking, and my lashes are sticking to my bottom lashes. Can you see that? Oh my god, I hope you can. No. And it doesn't dry, guys. This will happen all day long. Look. I have to literally pull them apart. Why did I do this? Pretty upset with myself for trying that again. This is going in my get rid of box. The next product, if I can even get through this. Damn. How could something be so bad? So the next product, oh my god, I can't even. Maybe if I put another mascara on top of it. Yes. Yes. Thank you so much, Lash Paradise. That actually stopped the problem, so. The next product that I'm going to do my second impression on, this I never actually tried it on camera with you guys. I've had this for quite a while. I don't really like getting rid of products. I keep hoping they'll work out for me, but this one absolutely did not. So this is actually an eyeliner. This is the NYC, oh, that's French, High Definition Liquid Eyeliner. So it's like a little felt tip, but it literally, so that's not me lifting my hand up. That's the product like running out. On my eye, I can never get it to be pigmented. So let's try this. So it's actually going on better than I remember, but the problem I have with this is it comes across gray and not that nice black color that I want. Weird thing with this is I feel like I get more pigment by going on with like on the side of the end instead of like dead on. So I think I might take this out of my get rid of pile. I don't hate this as much as I remembered. So I think that just goes to show you why it is a good idea to not take your first impression on a product, but try it again and even like a third, fourth time, because you never know if your opinion might change. So the last product that I have, I actually didn't test for you guys again on camera, but I did wear this in my 1K giveaway video, but in a different shade. So these are the new Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink Liquid Lipsticks. So the shade that I wore was the bright orange, what's right here? Sort of like an orange red in the shade Heroin. Yes. This shade is the one I'm going to put on today. This is in the shade Loyalist. So I did actually wear, this in that video. After that video, we made dinner. I had pasta. The formula is very weird, I guess. So like sometimes you pull it out and some will actually like fling, and it's almost like it doesn't seem like a cosmetic item, if that makes sense. Like I actually have some of that red one on my desk here that like dried, and it's very strange. They're kind of goopy and not the best when you first apply them. They're a little bit sticky. But when they dry, like this literally lasted, like I said, through basically a spaghetti dinner and garlic bread. And I mean like lasted like you wouldn't have known I ate. And then when I went to bed a few hours later with it still on, I was there with my makeup wipe like rubbing and rubbing and rubbing, trying to get it off. I will show you guys. One thing I noticed with this is it's kind of sticky. You don't want to keep like rubbing your lips together. You almost need to like leave your lips, don't like talk too much, or makes it harder to dry. Like obviously your lipstick's not going all the way around your mouth, like inside your mouth, but I found that more than normal lipstick, I basically had like a line, a weird line, a very obvious line of where my inner lip was and where the lipstick was applied, and I didn't really like the way that looked. I definitely should have set my face before that so I don't screw with the lipstick drying, but so this I actually, again, I don't think I've really tested out on camera with you guys. I have the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Spray and Set Makeup Extender Setting Spray. I didn't really find this to be the best. Again, my Wet n Wild has talked to this. It kind of made me not as oily as the NYX Matte Finish Spray, but it didn't really keep me, mind you, this doesn't say it's supposed to be matte. I kind of like stopped using it, and I think that I should, you know, use products that are sitting around, otherwise I should be getting rid of them. Scared for the mascara to get sticky. So the sprayer is a little bit wild. Oh shoot. I don't know if you guys can see, but I have like circles all over of where it sprayed. So overall, I think this was a good video to film, not just for you guys to see, but for myself. So I think this kind of shows you guys as well as myself why I need to, you know, not just stick to the favorites all the time. So out of this, I'm going to be keeping some products that I was going to be getting rid of, like this NYC eyeliner. It also showed me why I'm going to be getting certain products like the e.l.f. mascara and showed me some products that may be some new favorites. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Hey guys, I actually was not planning on filming a check-in at all, but it's been about 8 hours since I've applied my makeup, and I was just in the hot tub for like 45 minutes, in case you're wondering why I may look a little red. And I took a look in the mirror and I thought maybe I should film this because I don't know if you guys are going to see exactly how it looks in person, but my makeup is looking really good. So I wanted to talk about the lipstick a little bit. I have eaten since I filmed 3 times. Lunch, snack, and dinner. and I don't know if you guys will agree with me, but I think the lips are looking pretty good. So I don't know of any other lipstick that will last this well. So of course you can see the little line here where some is missing, and it is a little bit like, I don't know, crusty looking. But considering this has been on for, like I said, it's been over 8 hours, and I've eaten 3 times, and I wasn't, you know, trying to avoid touching my lips. I was going for it because I wanted to see for myself, and I think this is pretty impressive. As for my face makeup, so one thing that I think we all know is this nose highlight is a disaster. Sure, it looks good when I'm sitting like this, you can see the shine, but as soon as I go like that, it looks dark, so I won't be using that highlight on my nose ever again. But the rest of my face, I mean, of course some shine and stuff has come through in the usual areas, so around my nose here and here. But I'm not even upset about that, especially considering, like I said, I just sat in a hot tub for like 45 minutes, so I was very hot. I think the foundation looks amazing, and that setting spray I'm pretty impressed by. I mean, the blush, my bronzer, my contour, I feel like everything looks pretty good. I don't think you would know that my makeup has been on for as long as it has. So I just want to sit down really quick. This video I was editing today, by the way, it is like 40 minutes long, and I cut it down to 20, and that is still too long, and that's without this. So I got a lot more editing to do. So please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave to be entered into my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I will link that video down below and all the details on how to enter. Yeah, thank you guys as always for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.